Today we are playing around with this. This is a 1990, I believe, Honda CR125 two-stroke dirt bike engine. Now, I found this at the scrapyard for a whopping $14. It has the wiring, it has a carburetor, it has a muffler. This is obviously not the stock muffler. Something else, due to this, whatever that is, probably, means that this was on something else than a dirt bike. So I've been playing around with it a little. It does turn over, it does seem to have good compression, it does go through all the gears, but it was probably at the scrapyard for a reason. One man's trash is another man's treasure. I had to buy this thing. So, I have been buying some stuff to help us to see if it'll run. I bought a gasket kit in case we need to take anything apart. I bought some bolts just because I see a couple bolts missing here and there. And I also bought a gear shifter over here. And I also have a Kickstarter. This really helps with trying to see if this thing will run. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take off the wiring, make sure everything's there. The one thing that is missing is the wire that goes up to the spark plug, whatever that thing's called, the spark plug boot, I guess. Take apart the carburetor, clean it, make sure everything's working, make sure everything's there. I do want to take a couple covers off just to look at the gears, see what kind of condition they're in. Hopefully everything's there, and do a compression check. That's another good thing we can do. First things first, let's see if everything works, see if the wiring works. Let's just see if we can get this thing fired up. Doesn't look good at all. That's what water and oil looks like. Oh boy. So after taking this thing apart and seeing that the clutch pads are stuck together, they're stuck together. I can't pull them apart. And after seeing what came out of this engine, yeah, that's in case you can't really see that, that's water and oil mixed together. So also I'm seeing some really black residue that's coming off of here. That's probably clutch pad that's worn down, but there's just a lot of dirt in here, a lot of just gunk. So I didn't want to do this, but it looks like we have to. I'm gonna disassemble this entire engine, clean everything, make sure everything's in good shape, make sure there's no metal shavings in here. That's a really big sign that there's something else that's really wrong with this thing. But I don't see any right now, so hopefully there's nothing like that. But so far, this thing looks decent. It's it could be in better shape, could be in worse shape. Honestly, my YZ85 was in worse shape than this, and that thing's running. It still runs. I don't like that has play, but maybe that's something else. But anyway, let's just disassemble this entire thing and clean it. Just clean the crap out of it. Hopefully we don't find anything wrong. Holy crap, that took an hour to get that thing off. Holy crap, that did not want to come off. Man, that was frustrating. So I like how this video went from we're gonna see if this engine runs to all of a sudden seeing that there's just a ton of gunk and crap in this engine. I didn't see any metal shavings, which is a really good sign, but there was just a bunch of like sludge, a bunch of just really old oil. There was some water in this engine, so I just had to tear this whole thing apart, and we're going to be rebuilding it with new bearings, new crankshaft, new seals, new almost everything, all the stuff that was bad I'm going to be replacing on here. I did buy the rebuild kit a couple days ago because I only decided to rebuild this a couple days ago. I bought the rebuild kit a couple, like It was yesterday that I bought it. So it's going to take a little while for the rebuild kit to get here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the video here. This is going to be part 1 of just disassembling this. And then part 2, once I finally get the rebuild kit here, then that part 2 is going to be reassembly and all that kind of stuff. So I've been trying to figure out what to do with this engine because I'm rebuilding it, because I've been looking at forums on how much horsepower this thing has, how fast these engines go. I believe this is a 1990 CR125, and I know that somebody said in the forum that the 2005 CR125 has around 40 horsepower. I'm not sure if that's true, that's just what he said. Now, this being an older engine, I'm assuming it has between 20 to 25 horsepower. It may have more, it may have less, I don't know, but all I know is this is a racing engine, so therefore I need, whatever I put this on, whatever I build for this engine needs to be some kind of a racing project. Now, you guys know that I love building off-road vehicles, so therefore I can't build an off-road vehicle for this engine. I've been trying to figure out what to do. You guys are going to say, build a shifter cart, because these engines are widely known for shifter carts. Now, I'm not going to do that just because I've already built a shifter cart. I did have an idea of what if I took the YZ85 shifter cart, took the YZ85 off, put this engine on the shifter cart, took the YZ85 and put it back on the dirt bike frame. I did have that idea. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet, but I don't know. It's the YZ85 shifter cart. It's already running. It already works. It already has plenty of power. This thing would be kind of just overkill for that small and that light of frame. So I don't know if I'm going to do that. I did have another idea of possibly building a mini bike with this engine. That would kind of be a little crazy. It would kind of be really scary how fast this engine goes on a mini bike with almost no suspension. So I may do that. I'm still playing around with that idea. Then I had another idea. What if I built a sleeper moped with this engine? I googled last night sleeper moped, and people have put motorcycle engines and all that kind of stuff, but you see the motorcycle engine on the moped. I had a thought, what if I took a little crappy 50cc moped and stuffed this engine in the body so where you don't see it, where it looks stock, but it's not. It has this incredible engine that goes, possibly 80 or 90 miles an hour on a little 50cc moped. Now that would be definitely kind of unique. It would definitely be cool. Not sure how practical it would be. So I'm still playing around with all 3 of those ideas. Let me know what you guys think. Should I do any of those ideas? Should I do another idea that you guys have? Let me know what you guys think in the comments of what I should do with this engine. But for now, I gotta end this video here. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video.